Chapter 106, Doing a Good Deed 2. Zhu Tui was amazed by the scene. He did not expect that Chai Zhao would like this kind of girl. He could even tolerate her, even with his personality. If it had been Zhu Tui, he would not have been able to tolerate having a girlfriend who had such a vicious tongue. While he was laughing, Zhu Tui's communication device suddenly rang with a message. He received a new message. Zhu Tui froze when he saw what it was. It was a message from Chai Zhao. Brother, if you still have any strength left, don't hold back later. Beat her up severely. Really? Of course. Do I look like I'm lying? The harder you hit, the better. She actually dared to look down on my brother. She's not respecting you, all right? He did not reveal the truth. Brother Chai, those are your words. Yes, beat her up as hard as you can. Beat her so hard that she can no longer walk. I'll carry her back when we are done, Chai Zhao said. Zhu Tui turned his head to look at Chai Zhao after he finished reading the message. It made Chai Zhao's hair stand. Brother Chai, I've saved this chat history. If you guys don't break up in the future, I'll take that as a guarantee for freeloading. If you don't treat me to a meal, do you have any shame? Chai Zhao was dumbfounded. Zhu Tui was too f***ing shameless. Hee, brother Chai, I'll keep it for a long time. Zhu Tui laughed loudly. You win, but if you can't beat her, I'll beat you up. I'm ready. Hongying had already returned to the center of the arena. She was crouching slightly, like a tigress that was charging forward. She had an extraordinary aura. Bring it on. Then instant, Hongying charged forward again. This time, she was more careful. Her attacks became sharper. When she attacked, her fists and legs carried an energy field. However, Zhu Tui was also harder to deal with. The two alloy silver pills danced in the air, one after the other. They immediately trapped Hongying 10 meters away from him. It was difficult for her to get close to Zhu Tui. Zhu Tui became more and more familiar with the illusory technique that Zhao Soxui had taught him when he was controlling the flying sword. He gained a deeper understanding of the technique. Neither the attacks of the flying sword nor the silver pills could be dull. It could not be straightforward. He had to take a detour when he attacked. A circling attack. Under such a situation, he could switch from circling to attacking at any moment. He could even change the location of their attacks at any time. When it attacked, it was unpredictable and hard to defend against. In the previous battle, less than a minute into the battle, Hongying had sent 4 of Zhu Tui's 5 silver alloy pills flying. All that was left was the silver alloy pill that was controlled by his mental chain. However, this battle took 10 minutes. Hongying finally found an opportunity to attack with her energy field. She sent Zhu Tui's 4 alloy silver pills flying backward. Hongying felt much less pressure when she only had 1 alloyed silver pill left. She once again charged toward Zhu Tui. She had been put at a disadvantage by the mental all last time. This time, Hongying was clearly more careful. She did not hesitate to use her energy field when she got closer. With her energy field cultivation, she could definitely shatter the mental alls that Zhu Tui had set up. At the very least, her limbs would not be injured. Zhu Tui's gaze suddenly froze when Hongying got within 3 meters of Zhu Tui. Mental whip. An invisible whip of mind power materialized above Hongying's head and whipped downward with lightning speed. It disappeared from above Hongying's head. Almost instantly, Hongying let out a scream of pain. She fell onto the ground and clutched her head. She had a pained expression. Chazan was dumbfounded. What kind of ability was that? Why was he so powerful? Kaixio was also extremely shocked. He quickly ran toward Hongying and carried her in his arms. Hongying, are you all right? Do you need to be sent to the hospital? Hongying shook her head in pain and refused. There's no need. It was just a momentary headache. I've already felt much better. Hongying slowly stood up from Chai Zhao's arms. She clenched her teeth and shouted at Zhu Tui, "Wait for me for 5 minutes. Come again." Hongying took out a level E energy restoration elixir and consumed it as she spoke. Alright, seeing that Kai Hongying was fine and that she still had to fight, Chai Zhao had no choice but to step down from the stage. Chai Zhao gave Zhu Tui a thumbs up the moment he turned around to leave the stage. Zhu Tui received a message from Chai Zhao a few seconds later. Brother, well done. What was that move just now? Mental whip. Zhu Tui did not hide anything. There was no need to hide anything like that. Good. Well done. Continue whipping. It'll be best if you can make her call you dad. Chai Zhao sent a message. Zhu Tui was speechless when he read the message. Brother Chai, you're not holding back anymore. You're handing me knives one after another. Is there a difference to me whether you have a knife or 10 knives in your hand? Anyway, I have to kneel and treat you to a meal if you show me your knife. It doesn't matter. On the contrary, I want you to whip your sister-in-law as hard as possible. Zhu Tui had a strange feeling when he read the message. Chai Zhao got him to whip Kai Hongying with his mental whip. This is a kinky series of instructions. 5 minutes later, Kai Hongying, who had mostly recovered her strength, pounced forward again like a tigress. This time, Zhu Tui's sword technique, or rather, the alloy silver pill sword technique, became more proficient. He comprehended even more. He could switch between reality and illusion at will. This time, Kai Hongying found an opportunity to send Zhu Tui's 4 alloy silver pills flying after 18 minutes. At the 19th minute, Kai Hongying, who had managed to get within 5 meters of Zhu Tui, was once again whipped to the ground by an invisible mental whip. She let out a dull grunt of pain. A minute later, Kai Hongying got up on her own and shouted angrily again. I don't believe it. Below stage, Chai Zhao secretly gave Zhu Tui a thumbs up. Good job, brother. They rested for 3 minutes before Kai Hongying battled Zhu Tui again. This time, Kai Hongying changed her tactic. She charged forward rapidly as soon as she attacked. She attacked with all her strength. She wanted to finish Zhu Tui off in 1 second. Similarly, the mental whip once again flipped Kai Hongying onto the ground within a 5-meter radius. Again, Chai Hongying refused to admit defeat. During their 5th exchange, Kai Hongying returned to her usual tactics after her lightning surprise attack failed twice. During the battle, Zhu Tui's technique of controlling the silver pills increased rapidly. 20 minutes into the intense battle, Kai Hongying finally found an opportunity to knock the second alloy silver pill away. Kai Hongying immediately felt a strong sense of powerlessness. When she saw another alloy silver pill instantly fly out of Zhu Tui's pocket and dive toward the ground. We're not fighting anymore. Kai Hongying waved her hand and fell backward onto the stage. She started to pant heavily. Her body was drenched in sweat. I can tell that you are using me as a free sparring partner. I'm not fighting you. Seeing that Kai Hongying had admitted defeat, Chai Zhao obediently ran onto the stage and handed her a glass of water and a towel. Look, am I wrong? My brother is very powerful, right? Kai Hongying nodded heavily when she heard this. He is powerful, but you are still a weakling. Chai Zhao was speechless. Your mental whip is too powerful. It can directly attack an opponent's mind. However, there should be a way to restrain or defend against it. I'll challenge you when I find it. I'll get going. Goodbye. Kai Hongying staggered a little after she stood up. She must have been exhausted from the continuous battles. Hongying, I'll carry you, Chai Zhao quickly said. Kai Hongying did not refuse. She was really exhausted. Otherwise, she would not have admitted defeat. Chai Zhao laughed as he carried Kai Hongying on his back. He placed his hands naturally on Kai Hongying's surprisingly flexible thighs. Chai Zhao was smiling when he turned around to leave. Zhu Tui suddenly felt that he had done a good deed. This should be one of the good deeds he did. Below the stage, Che Zan, who had suffered countless blows in his heart, had already left silently. After watching these few battles, he no longer had the confidence to fight Zhu Tui. Zhu Tui felt a little pity when Che Zan left. He had wanted to fight with Che Zan. I'll find another opportunity in a few days. My mind power has been mostly expended by Kai Hongying today. Actually, if Kai Hongying had been able to last 5 more minutes during her 5th battle with him today, Zhu Tui would have run out of mind power.